Thank you for your participation to the event on India-Japan Partnership Nagaland today. 本日は日印パートナーシップナーガランドにご参加いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。First, may I request His Excellency Mr. Shibi George, Ambassador of India to Japan, to make inaugural address. はじめに駐日インド大使シビ・ジョージ閣下より開会ご挨拶をいただきます。
Good afternoon, everybody. Honorable Minister of Tourism and Higher Education, Government of Nagaland, His Excellency Mr. Temchen Imna Along, Honorable Member of Nagaland Legislative Assembly and Advisor for Industries and Commerce Department, Srimati Hekani Jakalu Kense, JETRO Vice President, Executive Vice President, Mr. Kazuya Nakajo, Mr. Kehrivior Kevichusa, Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Industries, Commerce, Government of Nagaland. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, a very good evening to you all. I am delighted to be part of this seminar to discuss the profound partnership between India and Japan and the exciting opportunities that lie ahead in collaboration between Japan and the beautiful state of Nagaland in the northeast of India. Dear friends, India-Japan friendship has a long history, rooted in spiritual affinity and strong cultural and civilizational ties. Today, our relationship is based on the strong foundation of shared values of democracy, freedom, and respect for rule of law. In recent years, India-Japan relationship has transformed into a special strategic and global partnership launched in 2014 under the visionary leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji and former Prime Minister late Mr. Shinzo Abe. This special relationship continued to flourish under the leadership of Prime Minister His Excellency Suga and currently under Prime Minister His Excellency Mr. Fumio Kishida. This year, we are celebrating the 10th anniversary of the establishment of India-Japan Special Strategic and Global Partnership. Dear friends, we are today discussing one of the unique characters of this relationship, focusing on the Northeast. Today we are focusing on Nagaland. This is part of a series of events that we organize on India-Japan collaboration in Northeast. The Northeast region is a gateway to India's ancient cultural relationship with East and Southeast Asia. It binds India with some of the most important neighbors. Growth and prosperity of Northeast of India is key to building a self-reliant India. I am delighted to share that almost every one of the 8 northeastern states in India is growing in double digits and further enormous potential to expand in various diverse areas, including organic food and renewable energy. I am sure that this region will play a crucial role in fulfilling India's target of becoming a developed country in our Amritkal journey to India at 100. Japan is working with India very closely for the economic development of Northeast. We have set up the India-Japan Actis Forum, which takes up projects for economic modernization of the Northeast. The range of products taken up is quite diverse and includes improvement of national highways in various states, hydropower in Meghalaya, biodiversity conservation and forest management in Sikkim, Nagaland, Tripura and Meghalaya, and water supply sanitation in Assam. Upskilling of human resources in the Northeast is also part of this initiative. Be it the cluster-based approach for development of agro-industrial hubs, organic farming, or development of the immense tourism potential through connectivity projects, or the massive investments in building social and physical infrastructure in the region, sustained efforts are being made by the government to increase the growth and development of the region. Dear friends, these efforts are also aimed at improving the ease of doing business through active investment promotion, which will in turn revitalize the demand and supply chains to unlock newer business opportunities. In this developmental agenda of Northeast, Japan is an important partner for India. I am confident that in coming months and years, India-Japan collaboration in our Northeast will continue to progress. I invite the Japanese companies to engage more actively in our Northeast. Dear friends, Nagaland, with its rich cultural heritage and landscapes, lush and verdant flora, is a land that represents unimaginable beauty, molded perfectly for a breathtaking experience. Natural beauty in its varied forms is one of the major assets of the state. Lush green vegetation, having interesting flora and fauna, deep valleys with glistening streams, natural lakes, hill agriculture, and pleasant climate throughout the year are unique natural features of the state. Nagaland offers a unique and authentic experience for visitors with its vibrant festivals, traditional crafts, and stunning natural beauty. It is a land of charm, diverse in landscape, culture, and offers opportunities for eco-cultural, eco-rural adventure, medical, and wellness tourism. Dear friends, it is also known as the land of festivals, and every tribal festival is celebrated with pomp and gaiety, adorned with rich cultural traditional attires. Hornbill Festival of Nagaland, which we would be watching a little from now, is celebrated each year in December to promote the state's cultural heritage, attracts a flock of domestic and foreign tourists. Dear friends, I congratulate the embassy team for putting together this uh, event today. We have some important and excellent presentations lined up on Nagaland. I thank His Excellency Honorable Minister of Tourism and Higher Education, Government of Nagaland, for joining us today. I also thank JETRO for its support in the event and Mr. Kazuya Nakajo, Executive Vice President, for joining us. I would like to convey my sincere thanks to all the participants for joining us today and hope that the partnerships that will emerge from this kind of seminars hold immense potential for fostering economic growth, promoting sustainable development, and enhancing people to people ties between Japan and India, including in our beautiful state of Nagaland. Thank you and good evening.
Thank you, sir, for your remarks. Next, I would like to request Mr. Kazuya Nakajo, Executive Vice President, JETRO, to make a remark. 続きまして、JETRO 理事、中条和也様よりご挨拶いただきます。オンラインでのご登壇となりますので、スクリーンをご覧くださいませ。
Yes, we can hear you, sir.
Okay, let me start. His Excellency Mr. Temujin Imuna Along, Minister Tourism and Higher Education, Government of Nagaland, and His Excellency Mr. Stevie George, Ambassador of India to Japan, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen. I'm Kazuya Nakajo, as introduced, Senior Vice President of Japan External Trade Organization. Representing the organization co-hosting this event, I'd like to say a few words. The 7 northeastern states of India are known as Seven Sisters. It's blessed with an abundant nature and with that, the major industry at this moment is forestry and agriculture. Including production of rice, bean, millet, forestry goods. But there's an abundant kind of future prospect we are seeing. And the reason why we are saying that, I will share with you with them 3 characteristics. These areas, especially Nagaland, has got the characteristic of both geopolitically and geoeconomically important location, borders to Myanmar, and also located in very east end of India. Considering a new supply chain between ASEAN and India, this area can be a corridor to connect these two regions. The ambassador, Stevie George, is always stating that Japanese company have to be tenfold from current figure of 1,500 to 15,000. And to materialize this, we are considering the connectivity between India and ASEAN nations are inevitable. In the current situation of current political situation of Myanmar is a kind of a concern, but in the long run, the connectivity may materialize. And these are kind of a no, the reason why I'm saying that is that ASEAN and Japan is now industrial connection is really kind of close, and our kind of two regions are seamlessly connected and created one economic zone or one industrial zone, and which resulted in accumulation of Japanese manufacturers and industries there in ASEAN nations. We have about 12,000 Japanese corporate actively operating in ASEAN region. And if it was connected to the more western area or India, the accumulation is naturally increased. And it is always saying that the connecting arena is a land of prosperity. So that's one of the reasons why we are foreseeing the potential of this Seven Sisters or the Nagaland state. Secondly, it is a rich human resource. This is the place of the rich human resources. Japan is now facing a kind of a shortage of productivity population, and we really need to have a highly resolute personnel. And this is not limited in Japanese domestic kind of society. In broader sight, Japanese industry can be anywhere in Asian nations and can make use of these or can acquire these new talent from these Asian nations, and which is equal to the industrialization of these respective areas of Asian nations. And once this connectivity was materialized, I believe there will be accumulation of Japanese industry with resource of the these northeastern state or the Nagaland. The third potential or prospect of this region or Nagaland is the rich mineral resources, such as coal, limestone, marble, chromium, and iron, nickel, cobalt, and all these things. So this is a kind of a still undeveloped resources, but in the long run, these kind of mineral resources especially these one regarded as precious or the rare metals, rare resources, can be uh, a major or the major kind of driving force for economic prosperity for the or industrial prosperity both for India and Japan. So these are what we have been observing of this state and the region, and I'm really kind of looking forward, and I'm really kind of appreciated with this opportunity to have this occasion where we can hear about the this great state, especially from the Minister for Tourism and Higher Education. So I and my colleagues, Japanese colleagues, now is looking forward to be shared with many of the charms of Nagaland, and we hope that myself and participants can discover new business opportunities or any potentials of Nagaland through today's seminar. Thank you very much.
中条様、貴重なお話をありがとうございました。Next, I would like to request His Excellency Mr. Tenjin Imna Along, Honorable Minister for Tourism and Higher Education, Government of Nagaland, to make a remark online. 続きまして、ナガランド州観光高等教育大臣、テムジェン・インナ・アロング閣下にご挨拶いただきます。オンラインでのご登壇となります。スクリーンをご覧くださいませ。
Hello. Okay. Thank you. First of all, namaste to all of you. His Excellency Mr. C.B. George, the Ambassador of India to Japan, and also Mr. Kazuya Nagajo, the Executive Vice President of JETRO, respected Shri Mr. Kevisuza, the Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Industries and Commerce, Government of Nagaland, and all our distinguished guests who are present here today in this India-Japan Partnership Nagaland on the video conference. I hope all of you can hear me very clearly. I'm very thankful to God to be present here today, and very glad that His Excellency Mr. C.B. George had given a very good overview about the Northeast, particularly Nagaland as a state. We have been witnessing the partnership of Japan in Nagaland in a very big manner. And I would like to thank the government of Japan and also Mr. Kazuya Nagajo for all the programs that you are running on behalf of the government of Nagaland, led by the Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Nephew Ryo, and also on behalf of myself and the Industries Department also. Nagaland, as we know, is on the far east side of the Indian subcontinent. And the policy of the government of India towards the Act East policy has brought a tremendous amount of change in the past 9 to 10 years towards developing the Northeast and Nagaland in particular in a very contextual manner. What we see today is actually a welcome. And Mr. Nagajo, I would really like to tell you and to the government in Japan there, your traditional heritage is a great matter of respect and honor for the people of Nagaland too. We not only kind of similarly look alike, but also the respect of the unique traditional heritage of the Naga people and the Japanese people are very similar in many aspects. Yes, Nagaland is the eldest among the sisters in the northeast part of India. But you know very well, we have faced a lot of problems and a lot of issues of insurgency and political upheaval in the past. But today, there is relevant peace in the state established and encouraged by all the people led by the government of the state. I think we look forward to stronger partnership in our mutual growth, whether it's in the sector of forestry, biodiversity, and also ecotourism, and also in terms of industrial growth. A few days ago, I was speaking with some of my Japanese friends here in Delhi, New Delhi, and they were telling me how the Japanese people have got long-lasting, small-scale industries running in the state, in the nation of Japan for more than 400-500 years among its communities. There are small-scale works and industries passed down through generations, even through the war and through all the situations, and which are kept as a heritage. And that's why the commitment of the Japanese people towards its nation and also towards strutting towards the 21st century with resilience, prosperity, and with all the amenities that are necessary, keeping its traditional values and culture intact, is an example for the state of Nagaland here to emulate. We would like the Japanese government to participate in, curating the state of Nagaland in terms of every aspect of best practices and also capacity building of our people towards not only preserving our biodiversity, forests, rivers, but also technologically with our people so that the people of Nagaland can have a sustainable, at the same time responsible and committed lives of livelihood, generating economic strength, at the same time prosperity for our people through the techniques and the strategy that the Japanese government have adopted. So this video conference, I believe, much like this should be happening. Even in terms of higher education, we have recently signed an MOU with the Cognavi India Private Limited. It is a subsidiary of a Japanese company to assess the students, train them with and soft skills and provide placements in Japan. So Cognavi is a subsidiary of Forum Engineering Incorporated, a Japanese company established in 1981. And in the month of December, with the blessings and concurrence of the Honorable Chief Minister, Sri Nefyu Rio, we have entered into a MOU. And we look forward to placing even higher education sectors in a better way so that we can also be skilled and at the same time be able to strut forward in prosperity like the Japanese people. So I really believe that, as you have been saying, that the mineral wealth of our people are there. The, still unexplored in a rational manner is still new to the people of Nagaland and the government of Nagaland. And also our traditional practices, our festivals, like His Excellency Mr. George had mentioned, the Hornbill Festival is not only about just festive making, but it is also about the diversity of our indigenous people coming together as tribes and celebrating our unity, celebrating our commitment to each other, celebrating and recommitting our lives to our traditional heritage of how our forefathers have been in a better way, in a modern world, and also welcoming the rest of the world to come and participate with us and take away the best of our indigenous tribal people. So I thank the Embassy of India in Japan for facilitating such kind of conferences, even on the video conference. And me and my friends, even our industry and commerce department friends, I think we should go to Japan together and also learn best practices from there, and also welcome a lot of the Japanese citizens and government officials to our state so that we can partner together, not only in terms of economy, but in terms of human resource, in terms of commitment with each other, because we have a heritage with the Japanese people through the 1940s and history which we cannot forget. So thank you so much for having me from the state government of Nagaland also to participate. I give you all my greetings, salutations, and best wishes to the Embassy of India there in Tokyo, and also to Mr. Kazuya Nakajo and all of your team. Thank you very much. God bless, Jai Hind and Kupnani.
Thank you, sir, for sharing your valuable time and sharing your valuable thoughts. Next, I would like to request Mr. Kekuriabol Kevechuasa, Commissioner and Secretary, Department of Industry and Commerce, Government of Nagaland, to make a presentation.
Right, I think that should do it, right? 1 minute. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, let me thank the Embassy in Japan for this opportunity. And I think our Honorable Minister has given a very good overview of Nagaland in a snapshot. In his very short speech, he has touched upon almost all the aspects of the engagements that we are looking for from Japan. In my presentation, I will be focusing mostly on the potential investment destinations that we feel relating to Nagaland as a biodiversity hotspot and its strengths and also the traditional practices that Nagas possess. We have not touched upon the infrastructure potential that exists because we feel that we want to encourage the growth of small scale industries in the beginning. So without further ado, I'll just start with the presentation. Thank you so much for the opportunity. This is the snapshot of Nagaland with an area of 16,500 square kilometers, a population of just touching 2 million. A literacy rate of 80% is, this was 2011 figures, and now it has touched 87%. We have an HDI rank as of 2021 of 17th, that is 17th out of 35 states and union territories of India. We have an installed power generation capacity of 179 megawatts against a requirement of roughly about 500 megawatts. So potential exists in power and in highways. Now, for any investment destination decision to be taken, you will need we need policies to support, and these are the policies that exist at the moment. We have the startup policy, we have the tourism policy, Nagaland Bamboo policy, IT policy, and the water policy. I will not go into details on this, but they are available on the government website. These are the policies that are coming up, and they are at various stages of completion. These have been compiled by different departments, and a lot of departments are now coming up with policy support for their various activities. So we have the state logistics policy. We have an upcoming policy on women entrepreneurship. We have the Nagaland Trade, Investment and Industrial Policy, which is on the verge of getting legislated. The Nagaland State Land Guidelines, because of the unique nature of land ownership in Nagaland. Then we have the Nagaland State Food Processing Industries Policy that is also at the stage of legislation. Then the Nagaland Public Service Delivery Guarantee Act. So touching on the investable sectors, I would like to start with the food processing and agro sector, where the Naga King chili is also known as ghost pepper. This is the hottest natural chili in the world, and it was a world record holder which has been beaten recently by some hybrid chilies, but nevertheless, Nagaland takes pride in its king chili. The Nagaland pineapple is one of the sweetest varieties of pineapple available, and the tree tomato is unique to Nagaland, and it has been GI registered. Nagaland is also a growing destination for coffee, and Nagaland coffee has won awards in a lot of shows. The Nagaland kidney beans, or rajma as it's known in the greater part of India, is also very well known for its and highly valued for its taste. Then we have a lot of other agro products. As you know, Nagaland is also home to about 5% of the bamboo for the growth of the bamboo in India. And as with part of the northeastern state, it constitutes about, I think, about 68% of the total bamboo in India, including, I mean, the northeast constitutes about 8%, 68% of the total bamboo in India, and Nagaland constitutes about 5% of the total bamboo potential in India. I think bamboo, with Japan being a natural leader in bamboo usage, I think expertise is what we are looking at, and investments for exploiting the potential in Nagaland. The Nagaland honey is also well known, and our honey is always totally organic and natural, and this is something that the government of Nagaland sees a huge potential in. Nagaland is the largest producer of honey in Northeast India, so that is something that can be kept in mind. Our Minister of Tourism has also spoken about the natural beauty of Nagaland. What I would like to say is that Nagaland is home to about 18 tribes, and each tribe has its own culture and tradition, which is unique in itself, and it makes the festivals of Nagaland very colorful and very different from on a day-to-day basis, because you don't see the same thing even among the 16 districts of Nagaland. Also, you will see the variety of the culture and the tradition that exists. So opportunities in tourism include hotels, tour operations, souvenir stores, and also as locations for film industry. Now, as I said, because of its unique culture and tradition among the population of Nagaland, all the tribes in Nagaland have their own handloom and handicraft tradition. So the traditional wear of each and every tribe is different. And, I would say that the traditional practice of weaving is something that we have tried to encourage and develop. But Nagaland also has potential for a destination for textile investment, and we welcome opportunities to exploit and to export our natural resources in terms of our textiles and handicrafts. Because of our high literacy rate of 87%, we have one of the highest human resource base in the country, and I am proud to say that this 87% is also completely English-based literacy, and the people from the Northeast, particularly from Nagaland, are known all over India for their soft skills, especially in the service industry. So that is something that we feel that we can have partnerships with Japan on this, and maybe we can send our human resources for better job placements abroad, and also get opportunities for economic base and also the practices here in Nagaland, because we have a lot to learn from Japan, being one of the leading countries in the world in terms of soft skills. So thank you very much for this opportunity. This is just a small snapshot of what of the investment potential that we have, and we have the Investment and Development Authority of Nagaland, which is the point of contact for investment destinations in Nagaland. The Industry and Commerce Department takes care of the investments in small scale and medium industries and large industries. Then the Planning and Transformation Department is there, which ties up with the various agencies. So once again, thank you so much to the Embassy of India in Tokyo for this opportunity, and I would like to second what our Honorable Minister said, and we would very much like to have interactions with the government of Japan at a higher level, and with mutual visits. We welcome you to Nagaland, and we would also welcome opportunities to visit Japan to learn more. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for your informative presentation. Lastly, we will show you 2 videos on tourist opportunities in Nagaland State. 最後に、ナーガランド州の観光機会についてのビデオを上映いたします。スクリーンをご覧くださいませ。
Nagaland is a mysterious and enchanting place, inhabited by lively and passionate people who fiercely cherish their diverse cultural heritage. It is home to 18 major tribes and sub-tribes across 16 districts. In Nagaland, each tribe has its unique language, culture, dance, customs, cuisine, and oral traditions passed down through generations. In the olden days, the Nagas were often perceived as primitive and notorious headhunters. However, the arrival of Dr. E.W. Clark in 1872 significantly changed their way of life. Dr. Clark introduced Christianity to the Nagas, and his wife, Mary Jean Mead Clark, played a vital role in introducing education. Nagaland became the 16th state of India on December 1, 1963. Today, Nagaland has 16 districts, each with its distinct character. Mokokchung is called the land of pioneers, Pek, the land of traditions, Chumukedima, the land of opportunities, Dimapur, commercial district, Kipiri, land of minerals, Longland, land of handicrafts, Mon, land of Angs, Newland, land of diversity, Noklak, frontier district, Beren, green district, Shamator, brotherhood district, Simenu, historical district, Tunsang, land of culture, Woka, land of plenty, Zuniboto, land of warriors, and Kohima, the first and oldest district in Nagaland. Kohima's several landmarks reflect its rich historical past, demonstrating its character. One such landmark is the First World War Memorial Stone. During the First World War, a group of Naga men formed the Naga Labour Corps (NLC) and went to France in 1917 to serve the country. The Second World War Cemetery in the heart of Kohima is the most visible landmark, drawing the attention of numerous historians, scholars, and writers, among others. Voted as Britain's most significant battle, this memorial site receives the highest number of visitors from around the globe. The Allied battle tank used during the Second World War still sits in its original position exactly where it was during the battle, as a reminder of the bravery and sacrifices of those who fought. Nagas are an oral culture with no written history. They rely on a rich body of oral knowledge of traditional and cultural practices displayed in every aspect of life as individuals and members of closely knit communities. One such cultural practice is the age-old stone pulling ceremony, a grand occasion that marks an essential milestone in the lives of the Nagas. Chants and shouts echo across the land as people heave and strain to move the massive stone to its rightful place. It is a feat of strength and endurance matched only by the exuberance of festivities that follow. Likewise, the log pulling is another momentous occasion which remains a testament to the strength and resilience of the Nagas. The Nagas are agriculturists. From terrace farming to jhum cultivation, their farming techniques are deeply rooted in traditions and are in tune with the seasons. All major festivals and other festivals center around the cultural calendar. If you want to connect with food and the farmers who grow it, agrotourism is the perfect way to experience the Nagas' way of life. If you're looking for a perfect time to explore Nagaland, you are lucky because there's never a wrong time to visit this beautiful state. The weather is generally warm with an average temperature of 31 degrees Celsius in summer and a cool 4 degrees Celsius during winter, making it an ideal destination all year round. However, the best time to experience Nagaland's unique culture is from October to May. If you visit Nagaland in October, you can witness a fascinating tradition in the eastern parts of Nagaland. The locals harvest cliff bees using their ancient traditional knowledge. This experience provides an ideal opportunity for visitors to immerse themselves in the rich cultural heritage of the Nagas. Did you know that Nagaland boasts some of the youngest soil in the world? This unique characteristic makes it the perfect place to grow an array of exotic and organic fruits like dragon fruit, kiwi, pineapple, persimmon, tamarillo, avocado, and vegetables. In addition, Nagaland is home to the world-famous Naga King chili, which is considered the hottest chili on the planet. Nagaland also has a promising future in the coffee industry. The state produces some of the best Arabica coffee varieties in the country, which could lead to a sustainable economy for the state. Not to be left behind is the beverage category is tea. The state, in an official report, stated that because of the fragmented nature of land holdings, the state's tea plantations are small and dispersed, but the tea they are producing is of high quality and is mainly organic. With the right encouragement, the state's tea plantation could grow into a significant economic sector. Conservation of flora and fauna is an essential principle for the Nagas, and many communities across villages have taken various initiatives for wildlife conservation. During winter, Nagaland hosts millions of special guests, the Amur falcons, who visit the state to rejuvenate their health for 3 months. Nagaland has rightly earned the title of the Amur falcon capital of the world due to this annual phenomenon. Similarly, Nagaland is also a perfect destination for those who love adventure and have a young heart. The hills of Nagaland, like Saramati, the highest mountain in Nagaland, offer unique trekking experiences. If you love trekking, you can trek during winter when Saramati receives snowfall. Other mountains worth trekking during winter include Mount Kelia in the Nagaland district and Mount Jafur in the district of Kohima. For the fearless souls, extreme sports like 4x4 off-roading can give you a rush of adrenaline. Through niche design off-roading tours, Nagaland Tourism seeks to promote tourism in the remote areas of Nagaland and make it the off-roading capital of the country. Local games and traditional events promoted by different communities are a treat to witness throughout the year. Rivers adorn the rugged terrain of Nagaland that meander through the mountains and valleys. Some rivers cut through the mountains, leaving their mark on the landscape and creating spectacular views at every turn. These rivers are a lifeline for the local communities, an integral part of the region's culture and heritage. Nagaland is also an ideal place for eco-tourism with its unpolluted natural areas, diverse wildlife and recreational opportunities. If you are fascinated by caves, Nagaland and Kifiri districts are the perfect destinations. These districts have caves hidden by the villagers from the rest of the world for generations. Textile tourism is an exciting new product of Nagaland's tourism industry. The state is working towards promoting and preserving the arts and crafts of the region by reviving rural arts and involving women and skilled artisans. The Hornbill Festival, which takes place annually from December 1 to 10, offers the ultimate celebration of all that is Nagaland. All tribes of Nagaland gather at Heritage Village at Kisama to celebrate a blend of tradition and modernity, sights and sounds, hope and optimism. The festival showcases traditional and contemporary Naga culture to revive, protect and nurture the state's rich cultural heritage. A show stealer during this festival is the Hornbill Music Festival, which has drawn the interest of over 1 million people over the last 2 decades. After sundown, renowned musicians from Nagaland and the country take over the stage and continue the festival into a night of singing and dancing. So mark your calendars and plan your next trip to Nagaland, the land of festivals. Nagaland awaits for you.
本日のイベント、日印パートナーシップナーガランドを終了とさせていただきます。本日はご参加いただきまして誠にありがとうございました。Thank you very much for sharing your time with us. Thank you very much. We will have a networking session at the foyer just outside of this venue from now. We have a tea also. Please join us. この後、この会場を出てすぐのホイヤーでネットワーキングセッションを開催いたします。お茶もご用意しておりますので、ぜひご参加くださいませ。